Well, hey YouTube, so today guys, we're back here with another review, and today we have a review here. This is the Xbox One Fusion Tournament Wired Pro controller, guys. So, there's a lot of third-party Xbox One options out there. I've tried a few of them over the years, but I always seem to come back to this controller right here. This was provided to me as a gift a few years ago from my cousin, and I really like this thing a lot. There's a lot of cool features that you wouldn't see on an average Xbox controller, and there's also a few things you would only find on that very, very nice Xbox Elite controller, which is very expensive. So this is it, guys. This is also, besides the name I just gave you, there's another name. It's from a company called PowerA, and they call it the PowerA Fusion Pro controller. So you have the listing name, and then you have the actual item name on the controller itself. So it can be kind of confusing. I've heard it being called both of those names, so I'm just letting you guys know both of those names do exist, and you may see either or here. So let's kind of get into the review, guys. If you were to compare this to an average Xbox One controller, you would notice this thing is a little bit longer from this way to this way. You're going to see that it's a little bit wider as well, which is really, really cool for somebody who finds the Xbox One controller to be too cumbersome. Personally, I don't think it's too cumbersome, but I also don't have any issue with the additional real estate here. If you guys couldn't tell, this is a special tournament version. It has a little Overwatch symbol on here. It's not easy to find in stock, so I will link you guys to the original one, which is easier to find in stock, but also at a similar price. Also, up here, guys, there is an Overwatch symbol right here, and if you hold this down, it will kind of light up the controller a little bit, which is cool. I do like that feature. I think that's a nice touch, and especially great for people who are gamers, right, and really care about gaming, right? So on the official listing here, it says that these joysticks here, that these joysticks are more ergonomical and more sensitive, leading to more precise controls. That's one of the few things they say that's really differentiate this from other things. Also, guys, they have something here called dual trigger locks. Turn trigger locks on to quickly do rapid fire shots. So yeah, that's in the back right here, guys. You have the two triggers down here, and it's one of these buttons right here. If you guys can see this, it's kind of hard to see. It says TR and TL on both of these sides, TR and TL. So that's what the trigger lock is. And that is, I'll be honest with you, that's kind of OP a little bit now that I think about it. It's not a feature I personally use, but hey, it's something that could be useful to a certain type of gamer, you know, somebody who likes to get an advantage, I guess. Also, guys, you have 4 more buttons down here. These 4 buttons are all programmable and can be changed based on what you need from your controller. So, a lot of games, especially on PC, I've noticed, also on Xbox One as well, you can map out all these custom buttons on here with a corresponding button. So it gives you even more options, guys, to play, you know. So the downside here is this is a wired controller, guys. And, you know, in the era where the Xbox One wireless controller is all the rage, it's interesting to see a wired controller. Personally, I have no issue. This thing is ginormous. I think this is like 10 feet long. I mean, this thing is ginormous, guys. It's humongous. It's good enough for anybody I could possibly think of. So honestly, I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. I don't need a wireless controller, honestly. The batteries die all the time on my Xbox One controller. And honestly, it doesn't bother me too much. It really doesn't. Okay, guys, so the last thing I do want to mention to you is the fact that you can change the color scheme of the unit here. To start the process, you have to be aware that there's a 1, a 2, and a sunshine icon on the back here in the middle. If you guys see that right here. So to start the process, you want to hold down the Overwatch button until you see a colorful line pop up, which is that. You want to click either the 1 or the 2 button. I'm going to click the 2 here, and as you guys can see, the color scheme has changed. From here, this is when stuff gets fun. If you click 2 again, you can keep changing the colors like that. If you click 1, it changes it a little bit more gradually, as you guys can see. When you hit the sun icon again, it changes stuff drastically. You have all these different color schemes. So there's a lot of different options here, guys. You could be playing with this thing for hours. I don't feel the need to go into this too much, but there's a lot of fun to be had here. So overall, guys, I really like this thing. I think this thing is awesome. It feels exactly like an Xbox controller. It doesn't necessarily look the same, but it has that same material. It's not some cheap plastic you would see on other sub $20 controllers. So I really do recommend it. I think it's awesome. So yeah, if you guys do want to buy this, I will have the Amazon link down below. Make sure you guys subscribe and like for more amazing content. And yeah, check out my website, check out my girlfriend's videos on this channel, check out my Robinhood link. There's many ways to support me. Check it all down below. Really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you and bye.